sets myself. But we're on board here with Beast Blaine's pulling out the sniper rifle early. Getting the double switch there, looking in their courtyard, pushing for this OS. He might have a little bit of...
Oh no, it's a fight.
Yeah, fight here, but he goes down. That's 4 down for We Get Wiped. And Status Who already taking advantage of the fact, and they're already in the base pulling the flag. This is what you want to see. Like I said before, you want to see those opportunities be met right here. Big Octorok with the overshield, picking up an easy kill onto Era Nova, and they're already running this flag.
Textbook flag stuff. Oh, Caster's cursed as soon as I say that. The flag is dropped. Huge play there by Beast Blaine's on We Get Wiped. Status Who had a ton of his team down. Beast Blaine's the final member. He was able to throw a wrench into Status Who's flag run and prevent Status Who from starting this game out off the break hot with a 1-0. Still tied at 0-0 here. Area Nova got that BR in hand. Finds one, looking to find another. Ooh, he's able to get there. Not quite taken down yet. Elsewhere on the field, Beast Blaine's trying to get a bit of a run on his hand. Oh, he's got to get through Acrobatic Apple. He gets him, but it has to be from the grave. Although We Get Wiped, maybe have a chance to score this flag here. Yeah, C4.
Yeah, this is quite the counter cap here for this team because, I mean, right off the rip, we saw We Get Wiped go 4 down and their flag get pulled pretty much to the halfway point. But they've already put one in the board for themselves, going up 1-0 on this map. But Big Octorok trying to play his position here with the sniper rifle, spotting out a member. That is Z Lofty over there on the needles from We Get Wiped. But he's going to hold his position. Z Lofty, though, just waiting for his team, trying to see what's going to happen here. He thinks that the enemy team is going to push up, so he's kind of playing back a little bit. But I don't blame him. He doesn't know what's going to happen here. But his teammates are all the way on the sword side. He does have one with him. Looks like they're going to try to push long haul here. But right now, Z Lofty trying to play his life.
Yeah, huge patience by Z Lofty there. The line shifted. You mentioned a lot of players on both teams moving towards that tower as OS comes up in about 5 seconds there. But Z Lofty playing the patient game. They're able to neutralize that sniper on Status Who as Beast Blaine's takes Status Who's sniper for their own. And he's got a lot of gas left in the tank here. He's got 6 shots to work with, and he's got a flank.
Using that no-scope advantage since the patch to just take that player out. 3 go down for Status Who. Acrobatic Apple, though, one of the last ones up for his team on that side of the map, goes down, unfortunately. Now We Get Wipe has a heat wave in their back pocket. I Am Slider throwing a couple of stickies here, trying to keep them back. Not the best use of those nades, but it may keep them back for just a short moment. But he's going to take some damage along with his teammates. Getting flanked by Big Octorok there. He's going to go down, but Big Octorok goes down as well. That's going to be 3 down for We Get Wiped. Acrobatic Apple in position to take advantage of the fact here. Got that small window of opportunity, but We Get Wiped are spawning very quickly in their courtyard. Acrobatic Apple is going to pull the flag to the plat here, opting for a green run here, but going to fall short.
Oh, this flag's still down. 3 go down for We Get Wiped. Beast Blaine's off of the respawn. He spawned back Mauler. He's got the long shot lined up, and he takes it. Flag is stuck in long haul. Nice little double kill. We're going to need some more clean burst out of Beast Blaine's if he wants to keep this game in his team's favor. He's going for the Hail Mary. This flag just about capped. We seem to have returned to the lobby. The spectator UI, new spectator UI just dropped, ladies and gentlemen. We're on board with Z Lofty. Oh, now down to Big Octorok. The score has stayed at 1 apiece with just about half of the game left remaining to play.
Yeah, I'm sure right after this game we'll get back into observer mode for you folks, so you don't have to see this overlay. But yeah, right now we've got Big Octorok. He was trying to help his teammate out there. They did get the rockets. Ozzy picking up the kill right there, getting the assist for his buddy Big Octorok. And right now it is a tie game with, I believe that's 8 minutes left in the game. I'm trying to see that right. Is that right?
6 minutes.
6 minutes.
45 seconds.
All right, I take that back.
Close enough. Close enough. We'll round. It's Area Nova trying to round this corner, figure out who these We Get Wiped, where these We Get Wiped attackers are at. And we get wiped attack. They've gotten a flagpole. Got a bit of a run as Status Who are stuck on the tower side of the map.
And Beastblade's in position here to... I'm not sure what he's going to do. Looks like he's trying to get the return for his team. Getting a couple shots on this player. A little bit of a windmill. Is going to lose that fight, unfortunately. But I do believe he did get the read. But I am Slider on the needles. On the side of we get wiped. This is an intense battle, guys. We only got 5 minutes left. It's still a tie game. This is going to go down to the wire. I don't believe we're going to see a 5-cap game here.
Yeah, both teams playing neck and neck. If either team is going to have a chance to break away, is Acrobatic Apple breaking away. Some BR burst onto Z Lofty there. One of these teams is going to have to go crazy the next time these round of power weapons come up. Surely if one team has a good round of slays timed well, we mentioned that timing. You time that round of slays right as all the power weapons are coming up. Really hard for things to go anywhere but in the right direction for your team. Right now, BK Famous linking up with some of his teammates, trying to make Tower go the right way, although a grenade takes him out of that engagement.
Yeah, Beastblade's here. You know, he was playing that green, but unfortunately goes down to that player on training. And we're hitting the 5-minute mark, folks. Going into 4 minutes here. Big Octorok trying to play with his teammates. Looking for a pick here. Unfortunately, I think kill his teammate right there in that engagement. It doesn't look like he shot him. But he's going to play his position here on long haul while he waits. Very good decision making out of Big Octorok here to just be patient. Getting some shots, over challenging a bit, but picks up the kill on Aranova. That was huge. That's a really nice 1v1 there, but Rocket's coming up. Does he know what's happening? I do believe his teammate has him. That's BK Famous with the rockets in hand. And Status Who in a position maybe to take another flag cap.
Yeah, we mentioned the timing around that round of slays. A huge piv by Big Octorok to clear the way for his Status Who teammates to secure the rockets as the first one is fired. Unable to find any of these We Get Wipes defenders just yet. The pull hasn't come through. Surely Status Who eyeing the perfect flag pull, though We Get Wiped, they're not going to look to make it easy for him.
Yeah, most definitely not. As I Am Slider is going to pick up a kill. Got an AR in the back pocket. Picks up another kill onto It's Dizzy. Pushing up with his team on the Swordside Bridge. This is a very nice push out of We Get Wiped here. They're trying to push into Status Who's base. Going to take down BK Famous, but he goes down to that player on training. There's another kill onto Acrobatic Apple by Aranova. His teammate's going to fall. He's all by himself with the noob combo. And he's going to go down as well.
Yeah, 3 minutes left to play. About a quarter of the game remaining. These teams still just as close as they were right before the crash. These teams still neck and neck. I think we may have overtime on our hands here, C4. I don't want to jinx anything. But
yeah, definitely want to. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there.
No worries, no worries.
We don't want to jinx anything, that's for sure. But yeah, they got another flag run. Big Octorok trying to put it in for his team right here to go 2-up in the game, or 2-1 in the game here.
Oh,
gonna fall a little bit short. I don't know what happened there. Did he get sniped?
A huge snipe from Beastblade's there, though. Acrobatic, he's able to trade him out, but this fight isn't over. Flag's got to get moved just a little bit more. Aranova, the diving play, isn't able to get there in time. And speaking of jinxing things, C4, we might not have overtime on our hands anymore. As one team's taking the lead. It's now 2-1.
Yeah, 2-1 in favor of. I'm sorry. It's kind of confusing with this.
I believe it's a We Get Wiped.
We Get Wiped up in the match right now. 2 minutes left for Status Who to answer back. Rockets are coming up again. That means Overshield's up as well. They need to control both these things, but he's going to fall. Z Lofty in a position to try to take these rockets. He's going to get the trade. Okay. That was a huge trade out of Z Lofty to prevent those rockets from going into We Get Wiped's hands.
No way. We've been talking about this boxing metaphor, but this time for Z Lofty, it's real. He melees not one but two players to keep the rockets from going into enemy hands. It's a huge play. We've got Dizzy here. He's got the heat wave. He's got the overshield. He's got some power-ups in hands, but he doesn't have too much time to go to work. He's got a minute and change, about a minute and a half left now to get this flag going in his team's direction if he wants to tie up this game.
I mean, he's got a rocket in the chamber. He has a heat wave in the back pocket as well. He needs to make something happen, but they got to make it quick because you only have a minute 15 left. Status who on the brink of losing this match and going down 1-0 in the series here. This is not going to pan well for him, but, you know, there's always game 2 Slayers to come back on, but right now we get wiped, holding their position here. Acrobatic Apple with the sniper rifle for his team. Going to go down, unfortunately, there, but we get wiped, pushing into the enemy territory. Z Lofty taking a member down there of Status Who, looking for this other pick onto the needle spawn. It's going to, unfortunately, actually takes him down. I was not expecting that. That was a very good play. He had some help from the backside there. Yeah, nice little repulsor play to give time for Area Nova to get back into this game. Although, unfortunately, just as I say that, Area Nova gets nuked by some grenades. And now 20 seconds left. A bit of a final stand here. They've got to get this pull off if they want a chance to win this game. They're able to get the pull now. 10 seconds left. Sudden death is almost an assurance, but are we going to have some overtime here? See Lofty gets the flag into long haul. A good first sign. He's halfway there. Got to keep going. The only question is, where's the OE? Is the OE anywhere? He's catching some shots in the back. It's not going to be enough, and we have overtime, ladies and gentlemen. The last possible second. Team able to sneak back into this game. And this is exactly what you want to see. Overtime right now on Empyrean Slayer. Both these teams are just going neck and neck at it. This is great Halo, folks. This is what you want to see out of an Imperius CTF game. As we got Z Lofty laying shots down on the long haul. It's going to get picked off by that rocket, hitting the death screen right there. Acrobatic Apple's got a flag pull, though.
Acrobatic Apple. He's got a bit of a run on his hands. Slider doesn't want to make it easy for him. He's got to find him first, though. Oh, no way. A dangerous peek. He still had one rocket left in the chamber. Surely he didn't know. I wasn't quite aware. Now we've got, I believe, a flag stalemate. We've got both flags out. Only issue is Beast Blades and Slider. They both want to run the flag the same direction. We're going to have both teams' flags potentially ran into each other here.
Yeah, this is just one heck of a match here. I mean, 4 minutes left in overtime, and they've got the flag on their side of the map, but he's going to fall short again. And man, Z Lofty going down. Status Who trying to win this game for their team. They are trying to fight on the green side long. They're pushing up, but yeah, I think the flaggery went back to we get wiped. And this is once again a stalemate for both teams.
Yeah, both flags are returned. Both teams playing so close together right now that they were literally almost running both flags at the same time through the same route on the map, but not quite to be for either team as we're still 0-0. 3 minutes left in OT. We might have to go into a sudden death the way this game has been looking so far. Slider, the rest of his We Get Wiped teammates. See Z Lofty on the flank. They may have a bit of a plan to ensure we don't see sudden death. Oh, nice little double kill. Keep the We Get Wiped offense at bay.
Yeah, Aranova pushing through the rocket hall here. He's got a teammate with him, trying to shoot together. This is really good Halo right here. They're working together. I love it. It gets the pick onto It's Dizzy. He's going to rotate back to his other two teammates. Spots a couple players on green, but he's unfortunately going to over-challenge and lose there. See Lofty, though, getting the flank. Going to pick up that kill on Acrobatic Apple. It's getting pushed by Big BK Famous, but he goes down.
Just barely stays alive, and a huge pip to stay alive for C4s. You see the rockets coming up. About 2 minutes left. See Octorok gonna clear the way, let Dizzy cook. Let him have these rockets. Put them to use almost immediately. Area Nova goes down. He's eyeing a second. He's able to get it. Nice little quick double kill with the rockets. Although I am Slider, while one team was looking for the rockets, the other team happy to take the OS. I am Slider on the bit. But counterattack, able to pick up two. Still got one player out by Mauler, although he's surely gonna get taken out now. Z Lofty and the rest of We Get Wiped can be thinking about the counterattack. Oh, Z Lofty got to the sniper first. C4, is he gonna get this? not going to let Status U get their snipe for free.
Man, this is one scrappy game. I mean, wow, gets the bling onto Big Octa Rock right there, creating a window of opportunity. Got him. There's 2 down right there for that other team now. He's going to take advantage of it, pushing up on the training, looking for the spawners in Mahler. Spots a player on his training ramp right in front of him. Trying to go for the no-scope. Going to miss it. It's going to pick up this repulse. Goes for a second no-scope. Wow. Unfortunately, that's going to go. He's going to go down, but Big Octa Rock also has a sniper rifle in hand. Gets a nice quick scope onto that player, but it wasn't connecting with the head. He is going to push him back, and that damage is going to play a factor here. But looks like there's a flag run already in play here.
Yeah, all that chaos going down on the sniper side of the field. And blink if you might miss it. A flag is out. Got IM Slider playing some defense. The team Status U are going to let him have that one. So elsewhere on the field, Status U, you can't let We Get Wiped have this one. You can't let them have the re and the flagpole. Seems they know that. Acrobatic Apple trying to get back into this game. They're able to take down Beast before the flag hits long haul. Ooh, that guy certainly was called out. Acrobatic Apple taking him down in style, and 30 seconds left. C4, I think. I don't want to Caster's Curses again, but we might be going to sudden death with 30 seconds left.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I mean, 27 seconds left on the clock here. Somebody needs to pull the flag and try to get it out. But Aaron Nova in a position, he's trapped in this flag here. He's going to get some shots with the side kick, but he's going to get taken down. There's a back smack coming out of Lofty, but it didn't fully connect, unfortunately. And right now, it's Dizzy.
I think
in position with his team.
I think Status U may have cleared the base. They may have a bit of run on their hands. We see the spawn trap.
Yeah.
No way this happens, C4. I just said we don't want to jinx anyone. We may have done just that. As they get the flag cap in literal sudden death. No way. What a way to
shields in each other's hands, and now we got the camo. Big Octa Rock though on the offensive here, pushing up, throwing a couple of nades, trying to back down the other team there. Playing his position very well. Beast Plains is going to be the first person to go down on the map, and the camo in the hands, I believe, of Status U. I'm not correct. No, that's We Get Wiped camo.
Yeah, Z-Lofty going to work with it, although he does get taken down, and so far it's very early. Although this game just as close as the previous one. Beast Plains trying to exert some top mid control. You get Wiped taking some pot shots at these Status U players just stuck in the yellow courtyard. Beast Plains, he's got the shocks in hand, an easy pinch for We Get Wiped there. About a 3-on-1 power play. Now we'll see if We Get Wiped are able to keep Status U cycling. The last of the sizzle sticks is thrown. Yeah, We Get Wiped have got Status U in a bit of a cycle now. They're 4 strong, but they're able to keep Status U respawning, 3 down, 2 down, and they're able to hunt them.
Yeah, hunting them down right now. We Get Wiped. Just completely wiping Status U off the face of the map here. 10-3. They are taking full advantage, but Acrobatic Apple is going to pick up a kill. He's one shot. He's going to pick up another possibly. He's going to windmill just a bit here. But he's slowing it down and playing his life. I like the play here. He backs down, and that's just, he's waiting. He's waiting for a great opportunity, but he's still one shot. Looks like he was getting naded out. It's Dizzy.
Oh no.
Getting a little dizzy.
Because he hit the G slide into 3 We Get Wiped BRs. Speaking of 3, Z-Lofty picking up 3 kills. He's 8-1 C4. I didn't even notice Z-Lofty having a crazy game for We Get Wiped in game 2.
Yeah, We Get Wiped, man. They were like, Status who? Like you won? Okay, nah, we're coming back, bro. Like we're gonna take this Slayer game. Y'all are not gonna go up 2-0 in this series. We are not gonna let that happen, as they are up 16-6 with a 10-kill lead. The camo's up, and We Get Wiped once again in position to get that camo, and I do believe it goes in the hands of them. He's gonna get a kill. This is a double out of Beast Plains. Make it a triple. Can he get the over? He's pushing in on it. He knows. He smells blood. Oh, it just falls a little bit short, unfortunately.
No way. Beast Plains trying to one-up Z-Lofty's triple with an overkill. Isn't quite able to get it, although it's not a bad problem when We Get Wiped. It's got teammates competing to get the overkill here, C4. They're up 21-9. We Get Wiped. We've had this boxer analogy going. They're punching back in a major way in game 2.
Yeah, majorly. I mean, this is a huge deficit to be down if you're on the side of Status Who. I mean, everything in the sandbox has been going to we get wiped. Even the map control has been going in their favor. And, I mean, they are controlling the car side, which in Rhinoob's words is the best spot to be on the map. Big Octorok, though, laying down some nice commando shots, but he's going to fall early to Z Lofty there. And that's still 2 down for Status Who. They are trading out. Aranova is going to take down Beast Blaine. Or sorry, takes down Acrobatic Apple. And man, this is an all-out brawl here. But we get wiped still with the big kill deficit here and the advantage in the game.
Yeah, a load of kills being traded out on that car side of the map. Both teams back to 4 strong. Z Lofty the first to fall for we get wiped, although Dizzy getting traded right back, and now Status Who again have the power play. It's a 3-on-2. Oh no. BK Famous eyeing up the ninja, isn't quite able to get it. Arianova responding with the back smack in kind. And this lead has shrunk for just a little bit, but yet again, both teams back 4 strong. We're going to see how Status Who are able to respond to get back in this game, get some momentum.
Yeah, Status Who gonna need every bit of momentum they can take here, but they're getting shot in the back by IM Slider. Very good position out of here because now his teammate is in position to get those cleanups. And 2 go down for Status Who, and we get wiped once again, showing that they mean business.
These flanks for we get wiped C4, I feel like every time someone on we get wiped has got a crazy flank. I'm pretty sure that's how Z Lofty was able to eye up that triple kill. Certainly helped Beast Blaine secure his triple kill. We get wiped with a gigantic lead off the back of some tremendous flanks, although Dizzy, he's got that BR. He's working with a teammate with the commando, trying to make some magic of his own. He's got to find Arianova. Isn't able to do so before he takes down a teammate, and there it is, the flanks yet again from we get wiped.
Yeah, and I mean, they're only 12 kills away, man. This is going to be a spectacular for Status Who. I mean, they have not gotten anywhere close to pushing that 30 kill mark. They've only got 17 kills on the board, and man, we get wiped taking full advantage right here, but we get wiped going 3 down. It's Dizzy trying to stay alive here with the heat wave in hand. He's got some backup. Only 9 kills away. Actually, I take that back. 10 kills away from not getting stake. Can Status Who prevent the stake-tacular as we get wiped or nearing that 50 kill mark?
Yeah, and if I'm Status Who, you've got to watch these flanks in these 4-on-4 setups. I feel like these players playing on the edge for Status Who are not watching their back. We get wiped, are able to get around these edge players and just make a mess of their 4-man setup.
Oh yeah, they're definitely there. I mean, even one player can disrupt a whole setup like that. I mean, when you're not paying attention to your flank like that, it's a very big detriment to your whole setup. And we got another camo coming up here. Status Who need to try to take advantage of it, but you know, they're just not in any type of position to do that at the moment. I mean, BK Famous is trying to make a play for it, but he's like literally the only one. Although his teammate just now pushed out. Doesn't look like we get wiped. Are going to let him have it that easy. Big Octorok though.
There it is again. No
Going
way.
down. Flank.
These flanks are killing Status Who. You don't need to be an Onyx pro level player to analyze that C4. These Status Who players just getting walked around into 3-4 kill swings almost every single time. Yeah,
now we get wiped. Only need 2 kills to end this game. Make that 1. And Aranova, yeah, that's a huge stake-tacular. I mean, yeah, that was really. It's one of those maps where you know it's a little bit more spaced out. There's a little bit more room to work with here. You know, so there's a lot more open space. It's not as tight as Aquarius plays, but we already got some rockets in the hand of Big Octorok. Unfortunately, he goes down. That's 3 down for we get wiped. But the rockets go in the hands of Acrobatic Apple. Gonna go ahead and he's gonna waste one off here. Doesn't seem to be getting any damage with those. Waste to hold another rocket there. Would have liked to see a little bit more patience and trigger discipline coming out of him, but right now neither team have. Well, now I take that back. Now we get wiped has ball time. They are rotating quickly, taking full advantage of the fact.
Yeah, huge credit to we get wiped there. They knew Acrobatic Apple. He had those rockets and he had the info on them too. But they were able to play patient. They were able to take advantage of maybe the itchy trigger finger on those status 2 players, and now this ball's still in flux, although Aria Nova may have given We Get Wiped their first concrete setup.
Yeah, this is one of those back and forth games. I mean, We Get Wiped getting some ball time. Unfortunately, I do believe that ball player went down. That was Aria Nova. We're going to have I Am Slider on the death screen as well, but Beast Blaines seeing the window of opportunity to push that player, and he's going to kill him, but it looks like it was a trade. See Lofty on the death screen as well. Status 2, though, in a good position here to have a proper setup. I mean, they got a guy B-rail. They got their ball guy in the base. They got 1C. It's Dizzy playing the middle of the map with his B-rail teammate here. Spots a couple players trying to push up again on the flank. This is what you wanted to see them watching these flanks, but unfortunately just going to fall a little bit short. But at least they noticed the flank this time.
Yeah, they're able to get a couple of those We Get Wiped players off of them, not let them cash in on the flank every single time to such a tremendous degree. Speaking of cashing in, I Am Slider just barely going to cash in these rockets. Oh, I thought he was going to end up with a trade there, but he takes out Dizzy the old-fashioned way, though he's left a rocket. He's left some change down there in the Purple Street corner, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to see if either of these teams are going to be able to find what he left behind. I believe BK Famous, yeah, I believe he's got that rocket, and we get wiped. I don't know if Aria Nova, yeah, he had no idea. He ends up eating a rocket to the face, and now Z Lofty's just got to try and pick up the pieces from his team setup.
I really like the bounce back, though, from Status 2. I mean, they fell extremely short in that Slayer game on Aquarius, but this game has proven to be a whole different ball game here as they are leading by 15 points and continuing to extend that score line as two members of We Get Wiped are currently on the death screen here. Acrobatic falling back, playing his live. Very smart decision, but I Am Slider pushing in to fight him and challenge that position, but he's going to lose. Very big kill coming out of Acrobatic Apple. Z Lofty pushing in on the top here. Nice moves from him, pushing that balcony like he did, but unfortunately just going to get picked off from back C there.
Yeah, ironclad defense from Status 2. We Get Wiped. They're like 2 down, 3 down repeatedly, but you see the blue side of your screen, ladies and gentlemen. Status 2, they haven't lost the man, and that ball time continues to tick.
Yeah, I mean, they only need 20 seconds at this point. We Get Wiped need to answer back here. They are in the middle of the map, a little bit open if I do say so myself, but managing to take that player down on the purple. Big Octorok in a position to play the ball. Very good plays out of him. Beast Plains catching it mid-air, basically. He's taking a lot of damage in that position that he's in over there on benches. And 2 down for Status Who. We Get Wiped trying to take the opportunity that they have to get some ball time.
Yeah, We Get Wiped looking primed to get a bit of a setup of their own. The setup's the other way. Aria Nova, Status Who able to take advantage. Maybe some miscommunication on the side of We Get Wiped. Status Who able to stop the We Get Wiped setup before it's too late, as 4 go down for We Get Wiped. Just a second. They are wiped off the board, and Status Who take round 1 of Oddball in Streets.
Gotta love the answer back from Status Who. They're not going down without a fight. They completely shifted that mental. They did not lose any confidence leading into the second round, but right now got Big Octorok back on the screen here with the commando, watching that lane for that push for rockets. Gets the call from his teammate over here on B to help. Laying down the shots on the Aria Nova. What a perfect way to use that commando coming out of Big Octorok.
Textbook commando, textbook bait and switch. Gotta put this in the Halo tutorial series if there ever was one. Z Lofty with those rockets. Looking to fire a long shot, isn't quite able to do so. Gets one the old-fashioned way, a bit close range. So this oddball still yet to be picked up by either team. Both teams still trading kills back and forth. And just as I say that, We Get Wiped. Sliders 2 down. Trying to find his teammates for a setup. The only issue is there's more Status 2 players on the field, and he feels the punch of one of them as he falls. Now this oddball still out in the wild. These objective game modes have been pretty chaotic, C4, if I do say so myself.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I mean, this is the kind of Halo we want to see from both teams. This is a very scrappy gameplay out of either team here, and that Slayer game, even though it was like, you know, most in the favor of We Get Wiped, these oddball games and these CTF games and and soon to be King of the Hill games are going to be proven to be totally different. As Z Lofty pushing out with his teammate over here on caution, getting some shots on it's Dizzy, sorry. Gonna push him back with a nice grenade. Playing a very good position right here. Being a little bit passive, but giving Status 2 the opportunity to push up and take some map control. Only having 10%, might prove to be a detriment for We Get Wiped, as Status 2 are going to try to clear them out and do so with 3 down.
You see Lofty's that last player. He's trying to make a mess of this Status 2 setup. Unfortunately, does get taken down. Speaking of making a mess, that shotgun, that Bulldog's certainly able to do so. Shotgun and red gun, a tough combo for anyone facing BK Famous. As you see him take down one in the feed. The Rocket not quite able to get the kill. But Acrobatic Apple, he stays alive, and he's going to have a second chance. He makes good on that one, ladies and gentlemen. A double kill after missing the first one. That's not a bad second chance.
No, that was a beautiful double kill, and 3 are down for We Get Wiped. The one thing, though, I want to see each of these teams do a little bit better when they have this setup is take more of the map. You're giving the enemy team 50 to 75% of the map, and you're only having 10% when you have that oddball setup. You need to push up just a little bit, prevent them from easily taking the 50-yard line there. That way, if you do die, you give your oddball guy enough time to play the ball. But right now, both teams are scrapping it up. This is a very early round here, 26-14. We Get Wiped, leading the charge into round 2. Z Lofty looking to get some more points on this board as his team are starting to spawn in PD. It looks like they got a split spawn, though.
Yeah, not too many 4-down clean sweeps. As you mentioned, C4, we're in the doghouse, the scrapyard, the boxing ring, whatever you want to call it. But both of these teams playing some absolutely scrappy Halo. We have 2 minutes and change to see if that changes. So far, more scrappy time being gathered by Status 2. It's BK Famous dropping the ball. Beastplane's playing. He's playing so patient. He knows you're there, BK. He hasn't forgotten. Seems BK has. And Beastplane's able to take advantage. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. The first 4 down. I believe you've seen all game, if not all round. And now We Get Wiped finally have their first setup of the round.
Beastplanes, though, smells those rockets coming up. In the hands of Big Octorok, though.
Oh, no way.
It misses that rocket, unfortunately. That might cost him a little bit, but he's going to still pick that kill up on Aranova. Oddball guy, though, all by himself, but he's getting picked off behind, but going to get the trade onto Beastplanes, who had the shotty in his back pocket. We Get Wiped, still continuing to put time on the board. 50 seconds and counting here. BK Famous, though, trying to stop the setup from happening any more than what it is. He already knows where that oddball is going, shooting those spike grenades, taking damage from the red gun on top C. Gonna go down to a nade. That's 3 down for Status 2.
Now Dizzy, that final player on Status 2. We Get Wiped. A nice little rotation there. They did lose some players on the way, but they responded in kind. 3 go down for Status 2. We Get Wiped have got the setup. They're poised to take round 2, taking a bit of a world tour on streets here.
Yeah, definitely taking the world tour, but you know, We Get Wiped in the meantime, still racking up points. Didn't get the play out, given the setup to Status 2 at the moment, but 3 down for We Get Wiped. Beastplane's the last member up, taking that oddball player down. That was a huge kill on his part. Now his team have the window of opportunity to push up once again on the map. Beastplanes, though, gonna hold down bottom C. Gets smacked in the back. Little did he know that player was back C.
BK Famous with a Houdini magic trick. 2 We Get Wiped players in bottom tram. They think this game is reset. It's back to 4 on 4, you know, regular respawns. They thought that site was cleared. BK Famous with a Houdini. Forgot about me, he says, and he's able to pay some dividends out to his team. He's given his team a seaside setup, but We Get Wiped on the counterattack.
That was a good, you know, scrappy moment out of Status 2. BK Famous was putting down a lot of damage. Oddball guy was getting some time. He tried to play it. They scrapped up, you know, about 10 seconds there. But unfortunately, We Get Wiped in a position again to take even more ball time. They only need 10 seconds at this point. Acrobatic trying to stay alive. Back C is going to go down. This is going to be, I believe, the round for We Get Wiped as Status 2 is trying to fight their way on to the rest of the map. We are on a tie game, folks. Going into the third round, it's any man's game here.
Yeah, you saw Acrobatic Apple at the end there. He's trying to pull off another BK Famous Houdini. Status who already this time. You're not going to fool me twice. Says you get wiped and they're able to secure round 2.
Yeah, securing round 2. Right now, Big Octarock securing another set of rockets for himself. Going to trade out. 4 down for Status who. We get wiped once again in a position to get ball time. This may be very bad for Status who if they don't recover from this momentum that we get wiped have created for themselves. As Z Lofty picking up a easy rocket kill, lays down damage with the red gun. It's gonna keep Acrobatic, you know, from getting his shields back quickly. But Acrobatic, he's like, nah, I'm gonna pick up this red gun. I'm pushing in. I'm gonna take down as many players as I can. Gets the perfect onto Aaron Nova. I mean, that was I Am Slider. 3 are down for We Get Wiped.
And the scrap continues, ladies and gentlemen. We get wiped, unable to get the play ball. And so Status who able to take this setup for their own. The ball's in a bit of a precarious position. See Big Octarock trying to save it. He's just able to barely save it before it falls off the stairs. Before Gravity played the ball for him. And now we get wiped on the, or Status who rather, on the counterattack.
And We Get Wiped got a substantial amount of time right now. I mean, it's only 14 seconds, but that's 14 seconds of great ball time, great scrappy time. They're going to continue to put more points on the board. Aaron Nova laying down shots on the middle of the map. Going to get flanked by BK Famous. Going to get a double kill. BK Famous putting him on the death screen here. Looking to try to take the oddball guy down as well. That oddball guy, though, trying to play it to the detriment of his life. He's going to get picked off, though. Great plays coming out of BK Famous here. But unfortunately rotated just a little too fast and lost his life there.
Ooh, wait a minute. He might have bought just enough time. A slider, he picks up where he left off, and now We Get Wiped. They've got the ball, they've got the red gun, and they've got rockets. They've got a whole arsenal on this defense.
Yeah, We Get Wiped doing a really good job in these last 2 rounds of oddball, proving that they know what they are doing, that they mean business. Status who, not giving them an inch to work with. Big Octarock, the last player on his team, trying to stay alive in ATM. Still very, very weak at the moment. Peaked out just a little too early there. But his teammate's going to go down. And We Get Wiped. Just, I mean, Jesus. Playing scrappy Halo, still accruing ball time in the meantime there. I mean, just what kind of... This is really good Halo coming out of We Get Wiped.
No way. Far from a standard setup. You see the little crouch dance from Z Lofty. He knows that wasn't a setup that his team should have gotten away with. All 4 on the B side, but no pinch comes out of Status who. We Get Wiped, able to play together brilliantly. They're looking poised to take this round 3 C4. They've got 80 points and counting so far.
80 points and counting. Only need 15 left to win this round and win the game and go up 2-1 in the series. And right now, Status who, their life is on the line right now. They are falling. They are going to the death screen. That's a triple out of Aaron Nova. Very good stuff, and We Get Wiped, taking game number 3.
Area Nova sauce. They're going to take it all the way if we're going to see Status who take us to game 5.
Yeah, we got Beast Blaines already pushing up on glass, giving his team all the information they need right now. That player falls down bottom middle. That was Big Octarock trying to go for the camo. Beast Blaines, though, putting himself out in the open. He's taking a little bit of damage from control, but takes that player down. That was Z Lofty there. And right now, I Am Slider trying to get damage on that hill player there. Right now, it's just back and forth. I mean, We Get Wiped got a little bit of time. It's not much, but nobody's really got a definitive setup right now.
Yeah, We Get Wiped using the cross to great effect there. We saw Slider was able to link up with Z Lofty. Their Status who, they're able to push them off the cross for just a little bit. We Get Wiped, respond in kind. 3 down.
Yeah, 3 down while We Get Wiped are just putting in more work, getting more hill time for themselves. They are down right now, 2 on the death screen, but Beast Blaines got that shock rifle hand, trying to prevent Status who from pushing up from the C-plat Spots that member right there on bottom control, takes him down along with his teammate. 2 down for Status Who, and we get White once again taking advantage of that opportunity. But they opt to get out of the hill because they were taking damage. And right now, it's just back and forth. As actually Status Who are going down to the death screen.
Yeah, nice play there by We Get Wiped. They've caught an inkling that they may have spawned Status Who up in pipes, and they look to take him out. Wasn't sure if those mission accomplished, though. Status Who have made it onto that A side flank. We Get Wiped have got to give up the hill. They're going to need another round of slays. They want to keep this time ticking in their favor, and they're able to secure 2, 3 down for just a moment. Big Octorok, he's stuck on batteries, isn't able to get much further. He gets taken out. Now Dizzy, he's got a lot on his plate. He takes out one. This time still ticking for We Get Wiped, and they secure the first hill.
Yeah, We Get Wiped showing that they are here for a perfect season. They are not going down. They want that perfect record, and I don't blame them. But it's Dizzy trying to keep his team in this game, getting some early time on this long haul hill, but he's not. He's got a little help. 2 of his members were on the death screen currently, but he's going to fall down. And now, it's 3 down for Status 2. We Get Wiped in position to take it again. And 2 of their members already pushing out to that 50 mark to prevent Status Who from taking part of the map here. And this is exactly what you want to see out of We Get Wiped.
Don't want to be the bearer of bad news, C4, but it might have been those flanks you saw. I believe it was Z Lofty down there. In sneaky, he's able to take out the player on the hill. The player in Attic has no idea, and because of that, they give up. They might give up the 2nd hill in a row here, again because of those flanks. They've been haunting them all set.
Yeah, they have been haunting him, and oh my God, We Get Wiped doing such a great job taking the 2nd hill. 2 points on the board, and Status Who, man, they've got to be panicking at this point because 3rd hill is not in their favor. They are not in position for that 3rd hill. We Get Wiped have most of that map on that side, but Z Lofty taking some damage in his back. Big Octorok, though, just kind of playing back right now. He needs to be a little bit more aggressive here. I know that the rest of the We Get Wiped is over to C, but that hill guy's all by himself, man. If they just push, they would have a setup.
With BK Famous, he's trying to execute that push. Only problem is the We Get Wiped players got him in a bit of a sandwich, pun intended, I guess, as Big Octorok ends up going down. 2 down on each side. Acrobatic Apple, he's got that shock rifle in hand. Thankfully taken down before anything gets too crazy with that. No shock rifle highlights just yet, says We Get Wiped. So they're happy to keep that King of the Hill time ticking in their favor, eyeing that 3rd straight hill.
Yeah, and just more time going into favor of We Get Wiped. 3 down for Status Who, man. This is not going to be good because that single member, Big Octorok, he gets taken down. They are just trickling in at this point, panic playing, and We Get Wiped have their 3rd point on the board, looking to secure the 4th and final point to end this series once and for all.
Yeah, Status Who, they got the first jab of this match of heavyweights, but We Get Wiped, they're eyeing the knockout punch, ladies and gentlemen. They're on this 3rd hill. They've scored 3 straight, and they're firing on all cylinders. Beast Blades in double digits. Aria Nova's got 10. He probably found that triple kill that he was missing. BK Famous, he's trying to put some work for Status Who, give them some signs of life, although still it's King of the Hill time trickling in for We Get Wiped.
And even though this is the Challenger Premade division, this is kind of looking like the Master Premade division, if I do say so myself. But We Get Wiped going down. That was a double kill out of one of the Status Who members there. Couldn't quite tell who it was, but Beast Plains trying to get a position for his team, trying to hold that position and maintain it, as Status Who are trying to put some kill time on the board for themselves and get their 1st point. Right now, though, back and forth, both these teams. It's a 2-on-2 situation here. Dizzy trying to play his life, going to repulse that player. He couldn't quite connect it to where he wanted. And yeah, this is really scrappy Halo, but We Get Wiped still in a position getting hill time.
Yeah, Status Who's still able to secure hill. They're able to respond well. We Get Wiped. We're playing together. Only issue is they only had 2 players left, and Status Who off that respawn, able to clear back Hydro. Status Who showing signs of life, looking primed to take their 1st score of this game 4. Status Who doesn't want to go home just yet. Oh, sheesh, Dizzy there getting sent home for just a little bit as the rest of his Status Who teammates follow. 4 down for Status Who, and the clock is ticking. We get wiped. Looking primed for this Chumps.
Yeah, and if Beast Blains can use that shock rifle to the effect, he can completely deny Status Who from trying to get this hill as we get wiped, nearly securing the 4th and final hill. Going to get flanked by Big Octorock. He's going to push in the hill, get the first point on the board for Status Who to keep his team alive. This is exactly what you want to see. The first really solid flank I've seen out of Status Who, honestly.
Status Who, they said, you can flank. I mean, they might have figured out how to flank themselves, putting it to work brilliantly there to get them their first points. So we get wiped. They're not looking to take that flank kindly. They send 3 Status Who members to the death screen, and they've got the clock ticking in their favor on this circle hill. What does Status Who have? Is that one hill all they had left in the tanker, or are they able to keep this run going?
Yeah, that is the question right now. But 3 go down for we get wiped. They're playing very well right now, Status Who. They're trying to keep themselves in this game. There's an all-out battle. Lofty holding his life together, preventing Dizzy from getting the kill on him, preventing that hill from getting any more time for Status Who. And we get wiped once again in position to take this game.
What a play by Z Lofty there, C4. Status Who had the hill time ticking in their favor, but they forgot to clear out the stragglers. Z Lofty playing so perfectly there, not being an easy target to catch there, and we get wiped as a result of that scrappy play. We're able to get some more time on the board. Yet again, 3 down for Status Who. It is Hail Mary time for them.
Yeah, definitely. It's very much Hail Mary time. I mean, we get wiped. Only need a few more seconds in this hill and it's game. And that is it right there, folks. We got your champions for the Challenger Premade South. We get wiped with the